Okay guys, this video is to show what the best setup till now. I've tested them all. I have all the items maxed out with my Raider. I have tested all the possible benefits that every stat gives to you. And today I am ready to tell you what is the perfect setup. I am 100% sure of what I am telling you now. I'm not just being the first guy that goes out there and tells you like this is good because I think it. I've tested every single item. I've looked at I'm doing bots testing with bots, the revenge mode duration, the revenge gain, the throw distance, every single stat you can name out there. I have tested it. I put into the minimum level and I put into the maximum level, and I have written down all the differences that you get from every different stat. So what I can tell you today is that one thing I had never imagined, maybe not even 2 days ago. So I had this crazy idea, and it worked out really good. You will see in this fight in a few minutes. Is that if you have your revenge, of course guys, not even talking about it, I am basically a 1v1 player or a 2v2 player, but if you want to do those fights with massive enemies, 2 or 3 enemies, 4 enemies, you need to pop your revenge, right? So if you're doing like elimination, skirmish, dominion, any mode, name it out, I'll tell you this is the perfect build for any situation. Of course, just because you need all the revenge buffs you can possibly get from the game. What you will never think about is that you don't need the revenge duration. That's the thing that I've always kept up to the maximum level. So I kept that one maxed out. And today I can for 100% sure tell you that you don't absolutely need to max it out, because it's bad for you. So having revenge mode duration maxed out is just simply bad for your character, since the most strong thing about the revenge is not the revenge while you have it, it's the revenge while you pop it. Okay, the moment you activate the revenge, that's the only moment you have to do the maximum damage, to make your enemies fall on the ground. At least for my point of view with the Raider, I don't have any headbutt, any shield bash to make my enemies fall on the ground while on revenge. The only thing I get from revenge is more attack, more defense. The moment I scream for the revenge, I will get those bonus stats. So with that said, I will tell you that for sure the thing you need most is the debuff resistance. So let's start from the helm. You need the debuff resistance maxed out, followed by the exhaust recovery. Not really because you need the exhaust recovery. I mean, it's good for you obviously, but the thing you want with this build and with the perfect build that is currently this one, in my opinion, is that you have a really low revenge mode duration, so that you can pop it really frequently. I will show you in a minute. I will get in this game I'm showing you. I get a 4v1 that lasted really long, and the reason it lasted so long is just because of the gear. I'm not saying this is about skills. It's not about skills in this occasion. I mean, if you have really good players against you, these players are not the best players, but they are really decent players. They have a decent gear and they have a decent amount of skills with their champion. So in this situation, it was not easy to get out of it in a 3v1, 4v1 situation, just because they are easily waiting you to attack them so they can parry you. They are not getting hit by a revenge attack like you can see right here. The only thing you need is to wait them like as you see, I'm popping revenge like every 4 seconds. This is insane. What I tested the max revenge duration if you have all your items set up with revenge maxed out. and it's about 12 seconds if you have it maxed out. And in this situation, I was running my minimum revenge mode duration, and it's about 6 seconds. So for 6 seconds, I will pop it. As you see, it runs out really fast, but it's not about it. You don't need to keep it up, because when you pop it, you get the shield. So as you see, like 3 more hits, and I have it again. So every 6 seconds, or about every 6 or 7 seconds, I have my revenge, and that's insane. That's simply insane. As you see, they're typing it as well. Like they're saying, "What the fuck, is this a bug?" It's not a bug, guys. It's all of you can have it. I mean, Raider is really weak, and if you make this kind of build with a Conqueror or Warlord, I have no idea what the hell you can do in a 4v1 situation. You're probably even as broken as fuck, right? So let's get into it. I'm running with the head of my weapon. I'm running defense maxed out. Defense is really important for you. You have no idea how much more than attack, obviously, and you don't absolutely need the stamina cost reduction. So don't absolutely get that stat in your setup. The thing you need is, in first place, the defense, followed by the attack. So this is for the head of the weapon. For the body of the weapon, you will need, obviously not the throw distance. You don't need that shit unless you are really into throwing people off cliffs. That's not my case. Actually, in my opinion, if you have a really low throw distance with the Raider, you can even have big benefits from that, because if you throw them when they are out of stamina, you can throw them really close to you, and you can get your max punishes really easier than if you were throwing them far away, because in that case you had to dash forward to reach your enemy and then get your max punish, and you have less time to do that. So okay, this one was really weird. I got shot by a bow. But as you see, the shield, guys, is really it's really good for you when you get the pop of the revenge. I mean, Raider has a heal as a spell. I usually end up doing games with people that want to face 1v1, but in this scenario, and where people don't care about you, they play like they were against bots. You just have to wreck them, right? So you have to be with the maximum setup to make you last longer possible in these fights. So what I'm missing? So obviously, when we were talking about the body and the end part of your weapon, you need to have the gain of the revenge maxed out. So you need I'll show you. So let's go into the game. Actually, I'll show you what my setup is. So as you can see, you have you have your debuff resistance. Oh, I cannot move my mouse. Hold on a second. Okay, I cannot move my mouse. Maybe like that. Yeah, but like that. So if you have debuff resistance maxed out, you will notice you have a huge improvement against those Nobushi, Peacekeepers, and every character that gives you poison or dot effect damage over time. You will be really resistant to fire, to any kind of environment damaging, and it will be really good on the duration of the negative effects they try to put on you. It will be it's a great stat. Okay, it's a great stat. Only by testing it you can realize it. I've tested all. I will show you my equipment. I have every single item, every single possible combination of items. All of them are maxed out. So if I'm running this setup, it's not because I don't have any other stat, any other item, but it's just because I found these ones are the best possible. Okay, so obviously, as I told you, you need that one followed by the revenge mode duration has to be as low as possible, so that you have it so frequently as you see in the video. You don't need this stat at all. I tried testing it, and it's the difference you get from having it right here or having maxed out is so low you cannot imagine. The only way I could show you is showing you, but I don't really want to get into that. I recommend you to not have this stat at all because it's not any use for you. This stat here is not really good, but it's I mean it's decent. It's better than this one. So you need that one if you have like a really strong heavy hitter like me. You will get a good amount of chip damage from this kind of stat here. Obviously you need the sprint speed. You will have to run and chase your enemies, or if you want to get out of sticky situations, you need that speed. What about the arms? So you need the block resistance. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's not really good. I mean, the difference is really low. It's about like if you get about on a heavy hit, you get about 3 damage if you have it right here, and if you have it right here, you get 1 damage only by the chip damage. Okay, it's not a good stat. This is not used at all, but you know it's better than revive speed. Who gives a fuck about revive speed, right? You don't give a shit about that. So stamina regen, this is more important. Yeah, you have to have this maxed out. It's really important for you. Since you don't have the stamina cost reduction, you need to have this maxed out so that you can throw those hits and just recover for a second or two, so you get all your stamina back real quick. The attack, you don't need it maxed out, guys. Forget about that. You don't need it. I can for sure tell you I have it maxed out on another setup, and there is not much difference. You need the defense, okay? You need the defense. Even if you are an assassin class, forget about this. I know every one of you will go YOLO and try to have the attacks maxed out, but you don't need that. Just get the defense maxed out, followed by the attack, and don't give a fuck about the stamina cost reduction. It won't give you anything at all. You will not spam, you will not spam 12 or 15 attacks in a row, so you don't give a shit about this. I guess unless you're a really bad player. So what about this? You don't need the feed cooldown reduction at all. Who's about going into shotting people with longbows and the bombs and the catapults? I'm not that kind of guy. If you are that kind of guy, just quit this video and go play Dominion against bots. If you want to talk about revenge, obviously, I told you before, you need and most important is the gain. It's not the defense by it's the gain, right? So you need the gain by defense. You get the gain by injury. You will get the max possible frequency of revenge mode in the game. You will have it every 7 or 8 seconds in a fight, 4v1 fight. This stat has to be quite high, but you don't. It's okay. Like right here, it's okay. It's a decent amount, and obviously you don't need throw distance. I told you before. Not into that stuff at all. You're not losing. The cool thing about this setup here is that you're not saying, I don't have, yeah, but it's cool, but I don't have that stat I need. No, because every single stat you forgot. Like, let's talk about them, right? The throw distance, who gives a fuck about that? The feed cooldown reduction, I don't give a shit about this. You don't need this at all because you have the stamina regen. You have a decent amount of exhaustion recovery. You will recover when you're tired really quick, about not as quick if you had it maxed out, but you know, a decent amount, right? The execution health regeneration, you don't have it, because if you had it, it wouldn't change about like maybe a third of a bar. You don't get anything at all by having it maxed out. I can tell you for sure. I have another setup with it maxed out. I did testing with the bots, and it doesn't change at all. So with that said, this is the perfect setup for any champion in the game, Vanguard or heavy or assassin class or hybrid class. I don't care. This is the perfect setup. Test it, get your items, and then try it if you don't believe me. I just changed my helm. This is not the usual helm I use. Till yesterday I was running debuff resistant maxed out, and the revenge mode duration was about here, and I had exhaustion recovery down here. By putting the switch, like I switched these two, I found out that this is insane, guys. It gives you so much benefit by having a low revenge mode duration. I thought it was the opposite, right? Anybody would think, oh yeah, I want to have that revenge as long as possible, and the truth is, no, you want to have it as low as possible, so you can pop it again real fast because you have the gain, right? Okay, guys. I wrap it up. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. See ya.